welcome to the brown one. I'm Nacho, and today I want to more talk about why do you feel bad sometimes. So this it's quite uncommon to hear from someone if you ask how are you, and they say I'm doing bad, or most of the time you just get I'm good, I'm all right, it's fine. But the thing is, this is all because we just don't want to bother other people with our problems. But let's be honest, everyone has their own problems and we all deal with our own stuff. Even though it might not seem like it, there's always something inside of us that we feel like there needs to be improvement. There's just urge to become a better version, and we just want to be better, and sometimes by comparing ourselves to other people we want to just become either them or in some sense a version of that person. So if I ask you today how are you, you will probably say you're good. And now let's say I ask you tomorrow how are you, you'll say you're good. But then let's say someone scratched your car and 10 minutes after that happened, without me knowing it, I ask you how are you, you say you're bad. But why are you bad? The only thing that has changed is that the car has become less new, a lot quicker than you expected. Basically, your expectations have not been met. You kind of, let's say you bought this car a year ago and you were planning that there is not going to be any scratches for like hopefully at least 2-3 years, and then it happens in first year or a month or two, and it just puts you down. And the reason why it put you down is because you just think that the way it is right now, it will stay forever. And the funniest thing to me right now is that we let things we can't control to control our inner peace. And this is something I used to be guilty of as well. This is just what everyone does and what everyone knows how to do. We've always been doing it, and the only way to realize that something is off is when someone else points you to that direction. So this is what I'm trying to do right now. The easiest way to understand this concept is to think of a Buddhist practice. In Buddhist practice, it's called the middle way. So let's say this is the extreme and this is the extreme. So you're not supposed to live in the extremes. You're supposed to live in the middle way, and the middle way is not here. The middle way is all the way up and down. So you don't think and live in one timeline, so like the best possible outcome or the worst possible outcome, but you be ready for all of them. So like no matter what comes to you, you're always prepared, and this will kind of enhance your adaptability to life. And no matter what comes to you and what life throws at you, what type of bricks or stones it throws at you, you will be ready. You know how to manage yourself, and you know that outside things don't really affect you. And it's gonna be so soothing to know that the worst extreme and the best extreme, if they do come, you know how to deal with it, and you can tell yourself that everything is going to be fine and I know how to deal with this. Because let's think of it as if you do maths question in school, you get a maths question and you know the answer, so you basically know how to get there, you know how to get to the answer. But if you don't know the answer, the question kind of becomes a little bit irritating because you don't know how to solve it, and you need to spend more time and more effort, more energy to figure out how to solve it, what formulas or calculations to use. And only then, after spending all this energy, you kind of figured out what is the best answer. And then let's say you go to the answers page and your answer is not correct, and what do? You get upset that you didn't get it right, and it just makes it so much easier to kind of in the example that I'm giving you right now with maths, you're basically cheating maths by making it your own rules. So no matter what answer you get, you're okay with it. So like if you put 1 plus 1 and you get 5, let it be 5. Even though you're wrong, if you can make it work, it can be 5. It doesn't have to be 2. So just things like that. It might be not the best example with maths, I understand it now, but the thing I'm trying to say, live in a middle way. So this is the range of circumstances that you have, and be prepared to all of them, because as I said, you don't know what life is going to bring to you tomorrow. You don't know what kind of surprise or not surprise is gonna come to you. What guy is gonna scratch your car? What guy is gonna, I don't know, you're going down the road and some guy just runs over the puddle, you get all wet. Well, most people would be very angry and they will go to work, they'll start complaining. I got wet because some guy, not gonna call names, drove past me, made me wet, and now I have to be wet all day. What I would do is, yes, okay, I was in the wrong spot at the moment time. What can I do with it? So not stick to the idea that's like that this guy is bad because he ran over the puddle and made me wet, but more of a, okay, this happened, this is interesting, or this could be bad as well. It doesn't have to be always good. You don't have to always look at things in a good way, but what can you do with it? Because that moment has passed. You can go to work, complain, or you can go to work and not complain, which will keep the negative energy away from your surroundings. You're basically saving your surroundings from negative energy. That's kind of a big part of why this is such a important thing. You are gonna stop spreading negative energy, because the things that make you feel bad, you don't transfer that energy to other people. So, and you know how to deal with it. And when you do understand this concept, it's gonna be so calming and so peaceful to know that you sit here. If I sit here and very, very big acorn or pine cone falls on my head, it is gonna hurt. I know that. I might bleed. I might fall on the ground and be unconscious. But the only thing I'm wondering, am I gonna wake up? Is someone gonna find me? If not, then I guess I'll stay here for some time. I'll wake up, I'll check if I'm fine. I'll be like, damn you, pine cone, why do you fall on my head? And I'll just keep going, because I can't change it. I already have a hole in my head. A pine cone is already on the ground. I've already been unconscious, and the only thing I can do is just get up, check if I am okay, if I can walk and not pass out 10 meters away from here, and just go. If I need help, I just call for help. So that's the way to look at life. Not be angry at everything that happens around you. And yeah, that is basically the message for this week. And I hope it will open your eyes on some bits of your life. and maybe you'll start treating situations in life a little bit different. That's all I'm trying to do, just bring awareness and kind of growth that you can bring to yourself by me giving you ideas and perspectives that I've used to grow myself. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for making to this part of this video. I really appreciate it, and I will see you next week.